Hello everyone, Tisai, your Prince London, with yet another installment of this podcast. Let me just say, I keep calling it a podcast for lack of a better term. It is not a podcast, if anything, it is just me talking, and I have two or maybe three potential titles for today's video. My phone's at 8%, so I'm always running out of battery. Not ideal. Not ideal. I have a lot of potential titles. Well, I lied, just two. And in this video, I want to talk to the boy that I was really crushing hard on in 2021. His name's Nick. I don't know if I should mention that. His name's Nick. Title number one, talking about Nick, the redheaded boy from Boston. Or to Nick from Boston. Let me just say that I struggle with the thing, limerance. Now let me pull up the meaning of limerance. I'm going to try to be quick because I'm shooting in 4K and I don't have a lot of battery. And according to Wikipedia, limerance is the mental state of being madly in love or intensely infatuated when reciprocation of the feeling is uncertain. So, obviously, Nick lives in Boston or New England. I don't know where in New England, Connecticut, New Haven, I don't know. I'm in Colombia, different continents. First of all, two separate continents. North America and South America, separate. There's not one America. Like, it's the Americas. It's just South Americans pushing for the concept of America as one continent. Because it stems from their complex of inferiority. Because they want to be part of the same group of countries such as Canada and the US, but no. It's not like that. It's not like that at all. You are not going to be part of the same group of countries like the US and Canada because you are geographically separated by the Gulf of Mexico. There are two separate continents, North America and South America. Your inferiority complex and your want to be part of this group of powerful, beautiful nations does not equate being one continent. Let me tell you something. South America is equally beautiful. You don't need to be in this group of countries. You don't have to. What do you say about Eurasia? South Americans will be like, Europe's one continent, Asia's one continent, but the Americas, one continent. No. By that definition, then Eurasia should be one continent as well. But no, it's not. It stems from their complex of inferiority. And they'll argue with me, but they'll know I'm right. They'll know I'm right because they'll be struggling with their corrupt governments and their guerrillas and stuff like that, but they'll know I'm right. And my heart goes out to everyone in those countries, and I pray that they triumph over the darkness. Now, going back to Nick from Boston. Obviously, we're separated by a geographical boundary. And not only that, but I was born in 06. He could be like 23, 22. And, or, no, hold on, like 25, maybe? So I'm thinking but 25. He's like this cute redheaded boy. He had a weird smile, black eyes, freckles. He was really cute. But one keeps thinking, like, okay, in my head I was crazy. I used to think about him before I went to church. I used to scroll through his Insta like crazy. Like I was in love with the idea of him. I could not for the life of me remember his last name. It came to me like a ghost today because I was scrolling through TikTok and I found a guy and he looked just like him but blonde. And in my head, it immediately clicked. Oh, whatever happened to Nick? Nick from Boston. Last I heard from him, last I knew of him, because I don't know him, I will never, because separate social circles, circumstances, situations, circumstances. Taylor Swift song, Question, Midnight's album. He was in Central America, like doing stuff, and Nick, I was like in love with the idea of you. I was like, we're gonna have babies, we're gonna do this, we're gonna marry, I'm gonna live in your dorm. Like, it's gonna be like a whole thing. His father is a firefighter. I met him. I did not meet him, making that very clear. Very, very clear. I knew of him through TikTok because I liked his haircut, so I liked the video, and somehow the algorithm understood that I liked more than his haircut. So more of his videos started popping up on my For You page. That's the feed on TikTok. And I don't know, I just got not obsessed with him. That's or but I started fancying him or the idea of him again. Keep in mind I was very much 16. I was yearning for connection. I was alone. Dead of the pandemic, like yes, it was bad. Or how old was I? I was like 14, 15. Whoa. I don't know how old I was, but I don't remember. Memory loss. But point is, it was insane, and I didn't remember him until now. So I started going through. I followed him on his two Instagram profiles back then. I messaged him on a fake Instagram account. No response. He had a Threads account, which is Instagram's equivalent to Twitter or X at the time. No, no, like it was a thing. I really put myself out there. Nothing, nada, niente. So I was like, I might as well give up. That didn't mean I stopped liking his tweets, posts, whatever. But Nick from Boston, whatever happened? I think he went to like Harvard. I don't know whatever happened to him until today. So I started going through my gallery. I was like, I must have some screenshots. I must have texted someone about him. I must have. I must have. Right? What time is it? It is no, it is 2:30. No, 1:30. This I can't. What? I I can read clocks pretty well, but sometimes when the arrow's not right, it is right. It's just me that I'm dumb. I'm blonde and I'm dumb. Well, that's not the thing. That's not the thing. And I do love filming these videos, but I'm getting a bit of a headache because I have a problem in the sense of a backlog. I have a backlog. I have two videos. This one will mark the third video that I have recorded, uploaded, and shared and well, saved on my computer, but will not have yet scheduled marked for monetization. Like I will not have set this up, and I have two other earlier ones, so this will mark the third one. Huh. I will be 3 videos behind in this podcast style series, which is not ideal, but I like it. So this is to Nick. Hi, Nick. Nick from Boston. Nick from Boston. And he was pretty cute. He wasn't skinny. He was kind of like muscular, but not overly muscular. You could tell he was a skinny guy trying to put size on. He had red hair, not like auburn, but more of a coppery red, dark eyes, freckles. He was like 5'11", slender frame, weird smile, pretty deep voice. We have a similar taste in music. I do know that because sometimes he posted pictures of his whatever he was listening to onto his Insta stories. For all of you that don't know, Instagram stories are a thing where you can post whatever pictures you want, but they get deleted after 24 hours. And a lot of songs that he posted are songs that I knew, like George Harrison's or Lana Del Rey's or Cranberries, the Cranberries. But point is, Nick, sup, bro? So there goes to show that whatever happened to Nick, and just like that, I forgot all about Nick. Now, obviously, I found a screenshot of him on my phone because I have a phone. I have an album on my gallery titled Hair Inspo, and there was a screenshot of him and of his face because I liked his haircut. That was how I initially found him. And Apple immediately was like, more pictures of this face, and I clicked on his face, and then there were more pictures of his face because I don't know why. I kind of do know why, but I couldn't possibly tell you why. And I clicked on his face, and then one thing led to another, and I got way more pictures of his face, and I got his Insta handle. I remember his last name. I was able to search him up, and either he blocked me or he and his TikTok went private. His one of his Instas went private. He still has me on his second Insta, which he no longer updates. I don't know what he does nowadays. I don't know anything about him. He has siblings. His father remarried. I think his mother's like stuff that I don't know for sure. But because I got a pretty vivid imagination, I can make it up, and maybe it's accurate, maybe it's not. So if you're going through mad infatuation right now, do know that crushes do vanish, impossible crushes. Let me tell you something. Nick was a guy I would have gotten a tattoo if I had been old enough. I would have put my hands on through fire. I would have walked on fire for Nick. Keep in mind, he doesn't even know I exist, and he didn't know then. He doesn't know now. He didn't knew. He didn't. I'm saying he didn't knew. I'm trying to phrase it. I backed myself into a corner with this incorrect grammar verbing. He didn't know how I felt about him. He still does not know how I felt. But just because I did not succeed, that doesn't mean I did not succeed. I became who I needed to become, and that's that. He didn't know me then, he will not know me again. Again, what am I saying? Point is, Nick, um, wish you all the success in the world, buddy. You're great, still good looking, I reckon. Even I don't know what to tell you honestly. Wish you Merry Christmas, Easter, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate, and peace. Crushes do vanish. It does get better. You're not. Maybe I'm a little boy crazy. I'll admit that I'm a little boy crazy, but things do get better. I'm not gonna back myself into a corner for the rest of my life with this impossible men and women too, albeit women. And I believe you have to believe for the sake of your sanity that things will get better. So without further say and further ado, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, follow. Sure, follow me on Instagram, Tasayu Prince London, signing off.